We have a chatter. That means my robot walk is now over. And we can now do Kane. Happy New Year to you as well, Calvin Saxtonator. The 3-piece Saxton roll. The 7-piece stuffed jalapeno Saxton. Moist. Bulbous glandies. Oh, all right. Oh, same here. Right, nice and thick. That's what she said, not me, obviously. All right, sounds good. See you later, Mr. Calvin, the 3-piece Calvin roll. Yeah, I thought that spider short would do a lot better in views than it did. Maybe the short is just too long. Hello, Siberian. Welcome in. Happy New Year. Oink oink. Hi, City. Hi, show. Wait. Yeah, I was in the bathroom this morning, and then once I washed my hands, I looked at the window and I saw that little spider attacking the big spider, and then I realized that big spider was stuck in the web, and that and then I recorded the video, and now that big spider is in a little web. It's crazy how fast those things happen. I couldn't record the whole thing because my phone will only record like a minute and a half at most. At first, I wasn't sure if the small spider was trying to get the big spider out of the web, but after a while, I realized that little spider was the antagonist. It's, I thought it was fascinating because I had never seen spiders fight each other before, and the fact that it happened the first thing in the morning was pretty cool too. I found that fascinating. And I really couldn't help the big spider because obviously those spider webs are so fragile. I would have ruined that whole scene. Oh, there's no liner in that trash can. And this is why I saved my bags. KFC bag. This is my parachute when I'm falling from the sky, my KFC bag. It's Jimmy. Oink oink. I actually don't even know when that day is. LOL. City show. Nightbot is hilarious. Alright, which one is my sausage roll? Okay. The one in the rear. That's my sausage roll. It's also my pancake. Boy, this roll of sausages lasted me forever. Not complaining. I'm just figuring out how to maximize my food. Moist. You have pizza to eat for lunch and dinner. Pizza is never good after the first day. After the first day, it just doesn't. So I always try to eat my pizza leftovers the next day. So I will be eating pizza for lunch and dinner tonight. My goal is to not be as wasteful as I was last year. And my last year's goal was not to be wasteful the previous year. And it worked because I wasn't nearly as wasteful as I used to be. And this year I'm going to try to cut that in half. So I'm going to try to just cook what I will eat. And if I make too much, I will eat it anyways. But I think the last week of December, I realized how to perfect my breakfast. I don't need that much sausage. I don't need it thick. I only need 2 eggs, sometimes 3 if I'm not making pancakes, and only like half a cup of pancake mix. That seems to be the perfect amount. More. I don't even know what I was thinking buying that thick bacon last year because I couldn't really eat it. It looked so good it was on clearance, and I just couldn't even eat half the fat because it was so crusty and chewy. Thank you, Siberian. That's true. That's true. I am not eating out as much as I used to because obviously it is not affordable to do that anymore. Ooh, that I don't have the right plate. I need to get a plate. Boing. Oh, I should probably put the pancakes on there. We could have added just a little bit more water to this, I think, probably. Not a big deal. Off. Mary is nice. According to the website, it was rain and snowing here, but I didn't see any snow at all. And according to the website, it is still rain and snowing, but it's only raining. At 4 a.m., the emergency weather alert went off for a snowstorm warning. Yikes. But fun. I wish we'd get snowstorm warnings here. I don't think we've ever really had snowstorm warnings. We only get like Our best years are usually like an inch or two at most, but there are once in a while we get snowstorms that provide 6 or 7 inches. Nightbot. Nightbot is nice. Cutting up my pancakes with scissors. Hmm. All right, cleaning and go is very effective. We just got a dust of snow. They're never right. Everything I hear, the sprayer and the sink, I think Wheat is on a European vacation and discovered the bidet. I think bidets creep me out. I'm a toilet paper guy. Bidets creep me out. I don't ever want to use one. I will bring my own toilet paper if I have to. And now we're going to do the Undertaker. After grabbing my fork, of course. Oh, I need syrup for my pancakes too. And he has a tombstone left. Bong. And he has a tombstone left. Bong. Field trip time. You know what? The first thing I had to drink this year was not a Mountain Dew. Actually, that's a lie. I had Mountain Dew last night after midnight. I don't know why I said that. I can't believe I said that. That was ridiculous. And I am not ridiculous. I believe in no nonsense. Oh, now we get to do Kane because my light is off in here. We get to do Kane again. My God, that's gotta be Kane. Da-da-da-da. Even got the entrance music tonight, or this morning. Entrance music. Da-da-da-da. Oh, need to keep my glasses on because of ugly. This morning I'm having brisk. That's why I made that Mountain Dew comment. Da-na-na-na-na. Oh man. It's Fruit Loops. Welcome in. Mmm. Connoisseur. I was born in a sewer once. It was back in 1367 during the Byzantine Empire. I was far away in Old England, and my peasant mother had run away from the kingdom that she was trapped in and gave birth to me deep, deep in the confines of the sewer. And she was a con artist, which made her a connoisseur. I remember those cobblestones like it was yesterday. Mm. You know him from the grocery store, in the cereal aisle specifically. I think I like this sausage a lot better thin. I need to remember to cut them in thin slices, like today. That was a good idea. I don't know why. I used to be able to eat loads of the sausage, but I think it's too rich for me now. No, it's not sausage links. It comes from a roll of sausage, and so I just cut slices and cook the slices. I don't know. It's just too much for me. One small slice is just too much. I don't know why. The taste is too powerful, I think. I don't know how to describe what it is. I get the maple sausage rolls, the Jimmy Dean sausage ones. This one is maple, a Jimmy Dean. I usually get the generic brand, but today, this week, I'm using Jimmy Dean. Jimmy Dean is a good brand. They're not little links. They are the sausage rolls, the giant rolls where you cut the slices out of the package. Oh, Jimmy's little links. Got it. The Jimmy Areno. Hello, Mary. Welcome in. Happy New Year. I haven't seen you since last year, besides the moment I saw you in 30 minutes ago at you know where. Happy New Year to you as well, Mary. Moistography, the photographer of Moist. The Jimmy Areno. Phase 10 is a card game. Draw 4. I know somebody who plays Skippo with her mother every night after work. She lives in Tennessee. And she parks her hot air balloon out behind the maintenance building of her apartment complex. She uses that hot air balloon to travel to places like Cairo, Hamunaptra, Amsterdam, Juneau, Alaska, Uzbekistan, Ukraine. Last night she was visiting Russia. And she looked down from her hot air balloon and she goes, "How are you?" JC is nice. I hope she's doing okay. Yeah, same here. Maybe she's just celebrating the New Year's alone by herself. peace and quiet with no distractions. Welfare check. Doesn't that mean you're checking to see if she has food stamps? Breakfast completed. Time delay. Door opens. Oh, yes. I remember that. I remember that. I still feel bad for. I don't know. Part of me feels bad for laughing about it, but part of me finds it hysterical. Did you know if you go up in a hot air balloon with 4 people, or it doesn't matter how many people, you have to maintain the same weight the entire time you're on the hot air balloon? Because let's say you take off your backpack and you throw it overboard, the hot air balloon will get discombobulated and everybody could die because the balloon will crash. There's this moron who thought it would be a good idea to jump out of the hot air balloon when it's high up in the sky, but that could kill everybody on board. I think they had to physically restrain him, and then he got in legal trouble over it. I don't remember if I've ever been in a hot air balloon. I've been in airplanes before, and I will never go back on another airplane. At this point in my life, my feet stay on the ground. I'd rather die in a fiery car accident than a plane crash. It seems like every week there's at least 2 or 3 plane crashes. Oh, nice. I remember when I was younger, I was like, I may have been like 6 or 7. I'd go to the park and watch all of these hot air balloons in the sky. They used to have a huge event just south of here, and I would just watch them, and I'd wait until the very last one before I left. And sometimes the last one wouldn't be for like hours, but I would wait it out until it was bedtime, until it was night time, until I was counting sheep on my leapfrog. I graduated elementary school on my leapfrog. And then my middle school years were basically highlight magazines. By the time I got to high school, I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't count to 10 until I was in 11th grade. Ooh, chips from pizza last night. I got pizza, some chicken tenders which were on a bed of chips, and some breadsticks. These chips are nice. This is a temp sack to go. Keep foods hot or cold, not for use in microwave. Got that, Mary? It is a temp sack, just like my balls. It better be 26 and not a 25. My neighbors did fireworks. Mary probably went to Yogi's. Oh yes, Mary was there when I started. Right before I streamed, I went over to Yogi's. She was there, but I had to stream, so I had to come over here because I usually stream my breakfast. This is the only time I don't stream is when I'm having cereal. Cereal. I need to eat my cereal, so next time I go get a half gallon of milk. I probably won't stream for like a week for breakfast because I need to not waste, and I always waste milk, always, and I don't want to waste anymore. So that half gallon of milk is going to take me so long to use. I hate milk so much. I hate the taste of it, but I use it for cereal and mashed potatoes. Whenever I make mashed potatoes, it half a gallon takes forever to use. I really hate milk, honestly. I never liked it. And it's all because of when I was young, I saw where it came from, and I was so grossed out. I was so grossed out that ugh. It's not gross, but it's just, ugh. For me, it's gross. I think that's why I can't. That's why I can't. I can't with milk. Fair enough. Fair enough. If you grew up in that environment, nothing will gross you out, really. Mm. And I gotta have fat-free milk too. If I have anything that's not fat-free, I get that nasty phlegm in my throat, and I hate that more than anything. I might as well smoke cigarettes for that same effect, because smoking cigarettes causes phlegm too. Ugh. I wish they would make quarter gallons. Quarter gallons would be great. Because half a gallon is too much for me to go through, I think. From the whole cow, not just partial of the cow. Did you drink it from the butthole of the cow? Just kidding. My dad's a dairy farmer, but in prison. It was a whole different kind of dairy farmer. It was a different kind of squeezing the milk. Hey, I don't mind Yogi. I don't mind Yogi. I don't have a problem with him. I don't like Lucy though. Lucy's just trash. I don't like that person. Probably Jimmy. It wouldn't surprise me if it was that individual. Fair enough. I didn't even know who she was or who that person was until the whole Mary debacle. That individual. That's the truth. Individually, we are one drop. Together, we're an ocean. Yeah, I saw her there, I think, yesterday. Or I saw him or it there yesterday. You know, the one thing I have worked with a lot of transgender people in my employment history, and I'm not gonna lie, I have not met one sane transgender person. Actually, the one that hired me at Michael's store, that was probably the most sane one I've ever met. But but not really. I haven't met any any transgender human being. Jimmy. They always are. My problem with them is they are problem starters. They don't find solutions to their problems. Instead, they use their livelihood to play the victim card as every chance they get. No, you didn't, Siberian, and I didn't bully her until or until they became incredibly stupid. Until they kept playing the victim card constantly. When that individual played the victim card multiple times, that's when I got unglued. I got unglued. It's like there's bigger problems going on in the world than that. You know what I find funny is I've met people that that are transgender, but they like the same gender that they changed away from, which is really it's just really weird. I love snow too. I just don't believe in the whole transgender thing. If you're gay or straight or lesbian, that's your business. But I draw the line there. I don't agree with transgenderism. I don't agree in changing your body. But the one thing that I will agree with is that we're all human beings. You don't have to like it, but that's just the way it is. They have their rights. We have our rights. Everybody has rights. Yeah, I don't blame you, Siberian. I don't blame you at all. That's true, Jimmy. We all poop corn, and I don't care. We all poop corn. She sure did. She sure did. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. If transgender people are allowed to express their whiny behaviors, then people who don't agree with transgenders should be able to, respectfully, of course, give their opinions on the whole subject. But instead, when we give our opinions on the subject, oh, they get all offended. Oh no, you can't say that. That's offensive to me. I agree at Fruit Loops. I agree. Oh, Three Kings Assemble. Um, Front and center. Code C. Now it's Pink and Runt's turn. They really are. They are. They tend to be uh, uh, fire starters. Whiny little fire starters. Three Kings roll out. That's right. Guess what? Chicken butt. Ha 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 ha. Speaking of chicken butts, or cow butts, I should say, I got my box of Glenda here for my boogers. For my boogers. My boogers go here, not here. Glenda, Glenda, Glenda the wandering hamster. She only bites, and then she eats her boogers around her hamster wheel. Plastic pee-pee cold drink cup. Oh, well, yes and no. You can. What I was doing in that chat room, I was giving my opinion. I was doing it respectfully. I wasn't bullying her. Everybody has a right to express their opinions without bullying. But if you're transgender, honestly, I think some of them become transgender. I know this is a weird. This is probably a weird idea, but I honestly think it happens. I think some people like the victimhood so much that they become transgender, so they get more attention on them, the negative attention, of course, the more bullying type attention, uh, just to keep playing that victim card. I think some people do it intentionally because they get a high off of it. Yeah, she really is a troublemaker. Yes, some jokes are timeless, absolutely. Timeless Tony Storm. I've had respectful conversations with transgender people at work, and I've just I I I tell them what I believe, and even what one of them even asked me to hang out with them after work, and I was like, I will work with transgender people, but I will not be caught dead seen with them outside of work. Never ever gonna happen. I will never hang out with a transgender person. Being a being a perpetual victim feels good for some. Oh no, why? What happened? What happened? The trans person called my sister and they get mad. Am I on speaker? I don't talk on speakerphone. Instantly hang up. I feel the same way about Mary Wheat. LOL. I wonder if Mary is one of those perpetual victim people. I can see that actually. The Trans Siberian Orchestra. So, I want to hear more about this Jimbo thing, not being allowed to hang out with us. Did he take too much money for his reparations from someone in chat? Big and Run. Now I get what you mean. I played a flute a couple times in my childhood, but that's why somebody's in prison now. But we won't go there. Yes, we need the Jimbo story. Did he steal too much money from somebody and claim it was reparations again? Because he's done that multiple times. He played Big Al's flute. We definitely do need this story. Oh, it's Glenda that won't let him hang with us. Oh, that's because Glenda is his wife. Okay. The Bernie family tree is Glenda and Jimbo are married. They had Mary. Uncle Mock is Jimbo's biological brother. And Billy is also Jimbo's biological brother. And then we have Gotti, which is Glenda's brother. So all of these outsider family members all came together and got with Mary. And Mary had 3 kids, Keith and Phil and Brock. Brock and Phil was because of Mock, and Keith was because of Billy, because of gay. And the whole family tree is a mess. And Monica is Glenda's sister, and they are still squabbling over that quarter Glenda stole from Monica at the lunchroom table in 1964 at 12:30 in the afternoon. She swiped it off of her lunch tray, put it down in her pants, probably her pink purse down there. Ugh. And then she went home and hid it under her floorboard. And then she caught Monica searching through her house multiple times. And finally, one day, Glenda went to the furniture store down the street, bought a red, ugly chair, and she cut the seam in it, put the quarter in there, sewed it back up, put super glue on it, and then she sat on the chair, and she has not left that chair since 1984, not even to go to the bathroom. She's got her own colostomy bag that's attached to her. And Shannon changes it for her every day. Shannon takes off her leg, she uses her leg and grabs the colostomy bag, moves it to the toilet and empties it into the toilet, and then brings her peg leg back to Glenda and reattaches it to her red chair, and then she sanitizes her peg leg, and then she puts lubricant on her peg leg and then shoves it back up in her hip. Boy, that was quite a story. I hope you all got that. It's real and it's true. Hello, Len Church. Welcome in. Oink oink. Welcome in, Moist. When Mary was live yesterday. I don't know why Glenda won't let him in. She calls him when he goes live. He shuts him down. When Mary and Big Al were flirting, it was so funny and also really cringe. Rexic. I don't know to use the word cringe, but I got to. Len is nice. Len and Aaron love macaroni and cheese with each other. Sometimes when I go to Mary's house and we're eating a bowl of macaroni and cheese together, she takes a bite of macaroni and cheese, I take a bite of macaroni and cheese, and then we just make out and then we swap macaroni and cheese within our mouths. And it makes that pussy sound that everybody's always talking about when you stir the macaroni with your finger. And then we just get macaroni all over our faces when we're making out. And then it gets so violent. Mary knocked out all my teeth, and now there's blood coming out of my mouth because she's just so into kissing me. And then I have to back out. I have to grab a handful of macaroni and cheese, and then I have to throw it in her face. And now Mary's face is full of macaroni and cheese. And now Mary's getting out of her chair, and she's in tears. Mom, we got macaroni and cheese on my face. Mom. Oh, wow. That was a vivid story there. Judith had her eyes doing a touch her yesterday, and she said she is doing great. Oh, that's good. I hope. Yeah, Judith is nice. I like her. My goodness. Be nices. Moist. Boy, that story just kind of now I'm never gonna think of macaroni and cheese the same again. Every time I make a bowl of macaroni and cheese, I'm gonna be like, where the hell is Mary? Moist. Aaron is nice. Len is nice. It could be Kraft macaroni and cheese. We have no way of knowing. Kraft macaroni and cheese hasn't been good since before 2000. Yeah, before 2000 actually. When I was a kid, it was good. Velveeta shells are nice. I like Velveeta shells. But lately, I've been getting sick of Velveeta shells. I've had so much of that lately. I still have 3 boxes to eat, and it expired in December. I didn't throw those out last night with my expired goods because I think I could still eat them. It only expired in December, so it should be fine to eat over the next month. Kroger's, definitely Kroger smells bad. You don't know, homemade is the best. I can't make anything homemade that tastes good. Nothing good comes from me. I just can't. I hate my own cooking. Hate it. I need to make a Tinder profile that says looking for cook. I will bang you if you cook for me. That is the deal that we can make. I will have sex with you if you cook for me. But if you're ugly, don't expect sex to happen very often because I will make up excuses like, I can't do you tonight because I just recently found out I have AIDS. Stovetop stuffing never existed. Isn't Stouffer's like a lasagna, like in the frozen section? Siberian. I have stovetop and I have one box of stovetop left actually. I can't eat that today because I have to make sure I eat my pizza today. I have to eat the rest of the whole pizza today because I refuse to waste. I need to hold myself accountable for my wastefulness. My mom is yummy. Mary is a venison vixen, unchained, of course. Moist. Joy to the world, Wheat's mom is dead. We cut off her head. Don't worry about her body. We flushed it down the potty. Round and round it goes. Round and round it goes. Round and round and round it goes. Shaw! I haven't done the Shaw thing in a while. I need to bring back the Shaw phase. I have not done that in a while. I haven't. Wheat hasn't done Shaw since last year. I burned out the food processor chopping it up, but it wasn't worth it. But it was worth it. Wait, you chopped up Shaw in your food processor? Moist. I need to go buy a bag of potatoes again. I think I need to buy. I think I also need to buy a blender so I can put the potatoes in the blender once they're cooked, of course. I need to try it that way. I have not been able to make the grandma style mashed potatoes at all. I try and try and try, but nothing gives me that grandma taste of potatoes. There's nothing better than the grandma mashed potatoes. There's a taste to them that you just, I don't know. I'm going to try half and half, and then I'm going to try a blender and get them all fluffy. God, I love mashed potatoes, but I can never get it the grandma potatoes. That's right. I don't like flakiness. Hello, C4T. Oink oink. C4T is nice. Yes, real mashed potatoes are nice. I got a great deal yesterday on onions. Oh, nice. I can't. I wouldn't. I couldn't go through that many onions. If I need an onion, I only buy one onion. And I love onions for my burgers. Onions are getting too hard for me to chew through, though. And I hate sauteed. I hate anything sauteed, honestly. I like all the onions, honestly. I like red onions. I like every onion I've ever had as long as it's raw. I don't like anything sauteed. I like Mary sauteed on a cracker, of course. I like it when Mary gets on the cracker and does the bald eagle pose. Sometimes I get the chopped onions, red and green peppers mix. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, I really should make an effort to learn how to cook this year. I hate my own cooking. I hate it so much. Actually, I hate cooking altogether. Oh my goodness, it's already the first. It is the brand new year. The year is already getting old. Moist. It is 11:23. Oh, I need to get my phone off of do not. Oh, I don't know if you got my message. LOL. No, I am not interested in working today. You people know that I take this time of the year off for myself. Fucking morons. Swear to God, if one more manager asks me to work on my phone today, I am going to block their phone numbers. They know that between December 29th and January 4th is me time. Moistuary. My favorite thing at the Asian place is teriyaki sauce. I love teriyaki sauce. Mushrooms are nice. Mushrooms are the reason why I am a fun guy. I am a fun guy because of mushrooms. I have a mushroom that makes me a fun guy. Mushroom head. I go get wild ones when they're in season. I don't know what to look for when it comes to mushrooms because there are poisonous mushrooms too, and I can't tell the difference. So I never get wild mushrooms. Every October, late October, mushrooms pop up in everybody's yards around here. I think they're always interesting to look at, but I will never pick them and eat them. I don't plan on it. Moist. I like sandwich mushrooms a lot. Those sliced sandwich mushrooms. I could eat those until I die, honestly. Those are so good. I love going to the store, getting one of those little blue boxes of mushrooms and just snacking on them. Maybe have a little ranch cup on the side, dip it in ranch. I also pick red raspberries, blackberries, and mulberries. My mom has a mulberry bush. I don't even know what those are at the real Fruit Loops. I've never seen one. Maybe I should do a Google search. I would like to try hallucinogenic mushrooms, though. I would like to try those. I would like to see what that ride is about. I'm not gonna lie. I would try hallucinogenic mushrooms. When I had an edible last September, I was still high when I woke up, and I thought the corner of my blanket was my hand, and I was like, why is my hand on the other side of my bed? It took me a moment to realize, wait a minute, that's my blanket. That's not my hand. I'm being silly. Mary. Oh, what did Pig and Runt say? What did she say? Where is it? Mary, I heard you are pregnant. Oh, gotcha. Expecting a little owl. I may or may not be the person who has shrooms. I'm in a few wild mushroom groups, and some of the people are rear experts. Oh, so they're experts on the posterior. They are anal experts. Get your rear in gear, but don't put your gear in my rear. You'll lose that gear. Moist. they they are rear experts. I was like, wait a minute. Did he just insult them? I I I believe that we will die in a few days if we eat them, of course. By the time you get symptoms, it's too late for hospital to help you. Yikes. That is scary. I need to look that up. Google. Now I you had me at death mushrooms. What are they called? Death the death angel? Oh, that really does. Ooh, that those do look like cocks. I would probably eat one of those. Those look good. Wait a minute, did I just say cocks look good? Oh god damn it. I just walked right into that. Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between that mushroom and a bunch of other mushrooms. Death cap mushrooms. Moist. Big and red. They look they look like little dicks with big heads. The Merriment Men. It- if you have enemies, it is a perfect tool. That is right, Fruit Loops. That's right. My mom's the perfect crime. You could probably drug a Cheeto and I would fall for it because Cheetos are worth it. Mary's cherries has ripened. I can't remember the rest of those lyrics. Mary's cherries. Mary is a strawberry. Ooh, Mary is a strawberry. Like a strawberry, but slightly bigger. Mary is a wild strawberry. Cloacal warts. Gonorrhea. Jaundice. Mary's cherry has ripened. Moist. Wasn't Erin Patterson the mushroom murderer DJ with her toxic beef Wellington? I have no idea, but DJ might know. Mr. Fruit Loop seems to know a lot about mushrooms. There's not mushroom in my brain for knowledge. Did you see what I did there? There's not mushroom up here. There's a lot of mushroom down there though. Mushroom head. The Galactic region. Battlestar Galactica. Moist. Hello, Tassie Joe. 7:45 and out the door. Or maybe it's 7:15 and out the door. 7:45 out the door. Garlic. This one time, someone garlicked my butthole while I wasn't looking. Garfield garlicked my butthole, and I was unconscious. Used death caps. Was a very high profile case of her getting rid of her husband with some death cap mushrooms. Oh my goodness. How did they figure out she did it on purpose? That's the curiosity factor. And it had nothing to do with whether or not Chris knows Linda or if Linda knows Chris. And it doesn't have anything to do with Jack knowing Jen or Jen remembering Jack. Nothing to do with those things. Or the fact that Linda left Linda left Chris and merged with Kittles. After Linda stabbed Chris, she found something in common with Kittles. They are both now murderers. So Kittles and Linda are living happily ever after in their triple wide potato trailer. Hello, Aaron Benfield Church. C40, oink oink. What else can I help you? Can I help you anything else? Go ahead, pull forward window, please. Welcome to your good box. What can I help you? Oink oink. I had beef Wellington once, but it didn't have mushroom caps or mushrooms on it. Oh, speaking of cottage cheese, hello, Mary. Mary knows a lot about cottage cheese, honestly. In real life, there is mushrooms that will grow anywhere a body is buried. That is weird. That is very weird. I will have to look that up. I wonder if that has something to do with the penis. The mushroom grows because of the penis looks like a mushroom. Sometimes when I'm walking past these houses, I see a collection of mushrooms in their yard, and I'm like, that's a lot of penis in their yard. But that's none of mine, never mind, and I continue minding my own business. I love cottage cheese, honestly. I can't help it. The large curd is the best. And I only like one brand of cottage cheese, and it's the Umpqua brand. I won't touch all the other brands. I won't touch any of the other brands of cottage cheese. Just Umpqua. Oh, you get shredded wheat. Yep, you get shredded wheat. I knew that one before you even. What you get when you put wheat in a blender? You get cream of wheat. Speaking of cream of wheat, cream of wheat, my cum sock box. We'll leave that there for background. Oh man, I think it was like last year when I thought of getting that box. No, it was 2 years ago maybe that I thought of getting that box as and put a sign that says cum sock box. A young pheasant back is tasty fried in butter. My mom is tasty fried in butter, but so are Mary's hands and fingers. Mary is nice. My safety word with Mary is tomato. When I say tomato, Mary knows when it's time to stop asking about the inside of my butthole and if there are raspberries up there. Nice. Coffee is nice. I need to go get Mountain Dew. I'm out of my brisk, and it's definitely Mountain Dew time. I need to get a Mountain Dew. I have to have Mountain Dew. Mount and Dew me. Good things come in pink boxes. Hold me closer, Tony Danza. That is hilarious. So we could have been eating dead people this entire time we've been eating mushrooms. That makes me hungry for cheese sticks. Be hungry. Oh, hey, it's Blue Wonder. I haven't seen you since last year. Welcome in, Blue Wonder. I've taken a golden shower already this year. That's right. I got Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is nice. I'm glad they went back to the old label. They need to put brominated vegetable oil back in this soda, though. To the left, everything I own in a box to the left. I can't have milk. I used to do that with Hustler magazines at TJ. He plucked the carrot and it was still dirty. Wait, hold on. She plucked the carrot from the ground and it was still dirty. No, they need to keep high fructose in it. If you want soda without high fructose, sure, they should make sodas for that purpose, but they need to keep the ones for people like me the way they are. Because nothing tastes the same if they replace high fructose corn syrup with something just not the same. Exactly. Sure. I don't mind them coming out with sodas with a substitute, but they need to leave my original sodas alone, or I have nothing to live for. hmm. God bless high fructose syrup. Hmm. No, nothing will taste as good as high fructose. Sorry. What about Undertaker sugar? I will still say no to Undertaker sugar as well. Gotta be high fructose corn syrup, because sodas just won't taste the same with if they substitute it. Kane is coming. Undertaker's gonna burn in hell because it's after 5 and before 5. It's just like when mom buys a box of Kraft macaroni, but you prefer Velveeta macaroni. And mom goes, well, they're both the same thing. They're both macaroni and cheese. No, they're not. Big difference. Oh, no worries. But you know me. You know me. I gotta have my fatty stuff. I wasn't trying to knock down your idea. No, I support your idea, Blue. I absolutely support your idea. But instead of replacing my drink, just make another drink that includes what you prefer. I'll still have my high fructose, and you can still have your corn nuts and corn sugar. Moist. I pretty much just consume whatever I want. I honestly don't care about the implications. Grilled cheese sandwiches are nice on sourdough, especially. Oh yes, cheese stick. All hood. Moist. This Mountain Dew still has concentrated orange juice in it, though. Oh, okay. I know sometimes when I go off on my opinion, sometimes it sounds like I'm knocking it, but I wasn't knocking it. But I can totally hear it in my head. I'm like, ooh, that might sound like I'm knocking it, but I wasn't trying to. Moist. Sparkles. Cheese sticks are nice. I wonder when the next Tim Burton film will come out. Unless he finally retired. My tolerances for certain things keep changing as I age. She's she's doing something to my voice to make it salty, even though I'm not lactose. My mom's lactose, if you know what I mean, because she's missing her toes. She lacks toes. That's true, DJ. Everything he's made has been top draw. I hope they do make a Beetlejuice 3. I loved the I love the original and I love the new one that came out. I think last year or the year before. Absolutely. Absolutely, DJ. 100%. Tim Burton, I don't think uses AI. I think he refuses to use AI. Beetlejuice is nice. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Mm. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Oh, my mom. My mom made a Ghostbusters movie with my dad. By the time he was done with her, she looked like a Ghostbuster. Yeah, typing on mobile sucks. I don't know if there was a new Ghostbusters recently. I only watched the old ones. Oh, nice, was it? Did it have some of the original members? My mom's in cahoots. Moist cahoots. Cahoots. That's a good word. Cahoots. 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 Rivo Roots. Cahoots. Oh, Bow wow, chicka bow bow. I remember when my mom was on Saturday mornings. Muff cabbage. Hey, and also non-commenting lookers. I'm out. Happy New Year's. I can now say I've visited Weeds Come every day this year. Oh, well, thank you for coming, Blue Wonder. I appreciate that. I will be sure to tell Calvin you said hi. Calvin was in here, I think, at the beginning of the stream, but he took off because he got bored. But I'll tell Calvin that you were here. Calvin and Blue Wonder are OGs of chat. They're the originals. The train days, the big trains. I wonder if he will get. I wonder if the guy in Bangor, Maine, will get his chat room back up. I don't think he will. He's been gone for a couple years now. Moist. My mom ended up missing it. I haven't been able to make it to any of his radio stuff. I think the one time I actually logged in, I couldn't stand the music so much that I had to leave. I do not like super old music. Moist. Like 50s, 60s, I can't stand that kind of music. 70s music, I tolerate some. 80s music, it gets good. 90s music is great. I just don't have the old ears for 50s and 60s stuff. Moist. Oh, yeah, TJ. Right, I remember that time. They were all trying to be like Eminem back in the late 90s. But I guess that stuff started before Eminem. He says I remember some of that stuff started probably a little bit before Eminem, but Eminem like definitely was a factor in some of that. Moist. Wet snow may mix in. Wheat. Wait, do you still go to Scamulous channel? Not as much anymore. I go to Fun Guys once in a while, and I go to the other one, Back Alleys, Scam Baits. Scamula just got too ridiculous. Plus, she never supports my channel, anyways. Not even once has she left a comment anywhere on my channel, and she's constantly begging people to support her. I mean, I don't mind if you're like, hey, come support my channel, but she does it like every 10 minutes. And it was getting irritating. And then she used to be funny too, and then she stopped being funny, and then got irritated when other people were getting too funny, and it was just awkward. So I was like, you know what, I don't need to be here. I don't hate her. I just got tired of going there. I mean, a lot of the calls ended up not being funny, so it's just like, you know what, I need to go somewhere where there's at least some humor in this. I gotta have humor. Like the Purple Punisher era was hilarious. That was hilarious. The Purple Punisher. Also, she hates the word moist too. So, I mean, she'll say it when I say it, but I know she hates it. And I'm not down for people who hate moist. I've got it's everything good is moist. My labia minora right now is getting a little moist. Oh yes, yes, you're almost all the way there. Oh God, yes. Oh, I'm live still. Always got to have fun, wait. That's right, I always have to have fun. Even if I'm tired as hell, I still have to laugh. I like to go to fun streams. I'm all about fun. I love scam baiting streams, don't get me wrong. But there's gotta be fun, an element of fun to it, or I just don't last too long at those streams. And again, I don't mind people, you know, seeking support on their channel, whether it's financial, donations, whatever. But if you're doing it every 10 minutes and you're on like a 4 or 6 hour stream, it's like, okay, stop it already. We get it. We get it. Some of us can help you, some of us can't. But she does it every stream, so I'm not sure she actually really needs it. But that's not my place to say. I remember Cyrex thought he turned stream off and started going to town on his thing. Oh Jesus. That's my biggest fear. My biggest fear is one day I'll forget to shut the stream off and then I'll open up another tab and go, yeah, that is my biggest fear. That is my biggest fear. That's why if I'm streaming on my laptop, I almost never open up a new tab because that is my biggest fear. I will forget that I'm live streaming, and then that same thing will happen to me. Oh my god, I bet that was so embarrassing. It's like when Glenda was eating her boogers on live stream. She didn't think I don't know what her issue was. Is she knew she was on live stream. That's the difference between some of us and her. She knew she was on live stream. She just must have been not aware of something critical, because she put that finger up her nose, pulled out some boogers, and just ate it. Oh, Tassie. Yep, it happens. But I certainly definitely don't want to do the masturbation thing. Especially when I stand up to do it, so my junk will be on display literally on. Yeah, I could never I oh, I could never open up a tab. I do sometimes, but I try not to because I'm afraid I will forget and I'll still be streaming. Sleep streams. Oh, that is hilarious, Fruit Loops. Okay, I don't know if I told you this, but last year I left my stream on. I went to go get one of my fountain drinks, and then luckily my chair was right here in front of my door, and as soon as I walked into my door, I dropped my pants because I was going to change into another pair of pants. And then as soon as I started to drop my pants, I looked up and saw that I was still alive, and then I fell to the floor as fast as I could so nobody could see me. True story. This happened early last year, maybe the year before, but I dropped to the floor as soon as I could. Ask Cloud Kicker, he saw it. That was so embarrassing. And the live stream is probably still up too, because I don't delete my live streams unless they are incredibly heinous. But I can't say I've deleted one of my live streams in the last couple years. But yeah, that was very. I had for I because I left my stream up, went to the store, came back, must have completely forgotten I was still live. That would have been the only way. Oh god. Yeah, you don't want that in the background. That is bad news. Oh yikes. He's like Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes. I could never take off my clothes on purpose in front of anybody. I wish I could remember what stream that was so I can go back and edit that stream to not include that, but I just I got lazy and just I got a lot of streams up. What I've been wanting to do is go back on all of my streams here and look to see which ones I've got food on my face and then tag those streams so I remember which ones to add to a playlist of Wheat's Foodies. Because I want to do kind of a compilation of all the streams where I put food on my face. A compilation. I told wife, there's school buses back out here blowing horn. That's what she said. was your was your wife blowing your horn when the school bus showed back up? Oh, moist, moist horn blowing. We wore dresses to school when I was little. My mom said the school the school used to call and say, "You need to bring your daughter a pair of." Oh man. Moist. Boing here in my car. I feel safer from my only way live in cars. Dun, 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 dun. Only way in cars. I never could understand those lyrics to that one song, Cars. Here in my car, blah 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 blah. Only way live in cars. Yeah, I would just go. They would call and say the same thing. Oh my! I guess things really do get passed down generation by generation. Oof! I will never have kids because I don't want my genes to get passed down at all. No, no way. I after knowing after knowing at least two people that are related to me, I'm like, these jeans are not going anywhere. I'll keep my slacks on and my sweaters on. I'm gonna be a top button girl. I am I am going to be a nun for the rest of my life when it comes to sexual activity because they ain't getting none. I see what I did there. I'm okay with dying a virgin. I am okay with that choice. I was in school and we figured out we can slide to concession stand, windows open and get free snacks and fountain drinks. Nice. I used to get free fountain drinks and snacks because I used to work in the snack bar in high school. It was the best time. I'm sorry, when I was in high school, we had the best food and the best snacks. Like holy hell, it was like food heaven in high school. I don't know if you agree, Paul, because you were in high school when I was in high school. You were only like a year behind me, but you know what I'm talking about. Our high school, we had the best fucking food. Tuesdays was rice and teriyaki bowls. Thursdays we uh had pasta with Alfredo, and Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays we always had pizza. Every single day we had nachos and cheese and shit. It was just fucking heaven. We had 8 vending machines in the cafeteria. We had we even had a separate snack shack on the side there that sold Italian fountain drinks. We had Italian fountain drinks and Pepsi fountain drinks in that little snack bar. Hot rolls and cheese pizza, yes, giant cookies, and don't forget those warm, gooey cookies. Otis, Otis Spunkmeyer. Oh, Otis Spunkmeyer. Oh yes. Oh, Food are so good. I'm getting an orgasm thinking about this. Oh my God, Fruitopia, yes. I remember when I was a senior, they changed Fruitopia into Tropicana when they used to have me load the vending machines. They got rid of Fruitopia and then they switched it out with Tropicana because they changed their name from Fruitopia to Tropicana, but they didn't taste the same, obviously. Different recipes for sure. Fruitopia definitely was amazing. Holy shit. I remember my what was his name? His name was Butch Wicks, and it was a government class. He always had me go get him some fountain drinks, and he would always give me an extra dollar so I'd get myself one too. The Max, yes, I wasn't allowed to. Oh my God, the Max. That Ellison guy caught me putting up posters about my mom in the store, and then he was so mad at me. I didn't go back to the Max at all after that incident. I had to steer clear from the Max just in case he was there. I would take toilet paper bags and stick in coin returns and collect change. You don't want to know how I got my change in high school. Tassie. I didn't have to do anything to get the extra dollar. All I had to do was go get him his fountain drink, and then I'd get my fountain drink. He didn't want to get up and go all the way over there. He knew I worked with the lunch ladies, so it was just great. Let me tell you something. He was the laziest teacher in the world because somebody told me that he doesn't actually read your papers. So I tested that theory on one of the tests one day. I was prepared to flunk this test, but I was writing random answers on everything, and he just wrote 100% on it, and I'm like, wow. He literally doesn't check over the homework or the tests. Sheldon nachos with extra meat and cheese, a la carte, or full meal deal. I remember that. I remember the first 3 days in sixth grade, I would intentionally get into the a la carte line because I did not want the poor people food in the other line. And then I got in trouble on the third. I did it 3 days in a row, and the lunch lady was like, "You need to go in that line tomorrow. You can't be doing this anymore. Next time we will take your food away, and you can go in that line." Oh man, I remember those days. But of course, I had to take my food and go straight to lunch detention because every single day in sixth grade, I didn't get to sit at the lunch table. I was in detention every single day of sixth grade. Not one day of sixth grade did I have a free lunch. And the times that I did get to go out to the lunchroom table. There were maybe 2 or 3 days that I got to eat out at the lunch table in sixth grade, and it was only because somebody had gotten in so much trouble that they didn't allow anybody else to serve their detention that day. So everybody got a pass on their detention, so that this individual had the room to themselves. Ugh. Oh man, I can still remember one of my lockers in sixth grade. I wonder if I should pull out my yearbook and locate that picture. Bree Kirkfleet was in that picture with me. She was nice. Bree Kirkfleet and I got along pretty well. I still see her once in a while out and about in the stores. Yearbook. I don't even know where it is, so I'm not even going to pull it out. Moist. I did throw an orange across the cafeteria in ninth grade. It hit Mr. Kesky in the head. I got sent to the principal's office and was the first. I remember in seventh grade, I dressed up as a woman for Halloween, and so I wore I wore this ridiculous outfit, and I decided it would be funny to have water balloons in my chest area. And then I also took a bra and I wore the bra so that they would hold the water balloons. And then I got up on the table in the cafeteria and started doing a strip dance. I got in so much trouble for that one. I remember John Bully was like, "Take out those balloons right now." Oh, I got in so much trouble for that. And back then, you wouldn't get accused of being a transgender for dressing up as a girl. It was just funny back then. It was just funny back then. But nowadays, I don't think any straight person would be caught dead dressing up as a girl for that particular reason. Oh, duh, I don't want to even talk about that douchebag. That guy's disgusting. That guy came through my drive-through and kept saying, "I forgot my wallet at home," expecting me to give him a free meal. I gave it to him once, but it didn't happen again. He tried it 3 times. The second time I wouldn't give it to him. The third time I wouldn't give it to him, and the third time I threatened to call the cops if he tried it again. I didn't see him come back after that. That guy's a freak. Oh, and then Mandy's entire family came through the drive-through one night, and their grandpa sent one of those people back to the window, and I told them, I told that girl, "Go after yourself. He's not telling the truth," because Mandy and her whole family were a bunch of kleptos and scammers, so they were trying to scam, and I wasn't having any of it. Our school, if you paid for prom, then late to class 3 times, they take your prom money. Oh, that's retarded. Well, I guess that makes sense. Oh, don't get me started on Zach Bunsen. That guy looked like a giant booger walking around school, acting depressed and all that. That guy was a booger Bunsen burner. It's like a wheel. I still remember that ugly freak. Not dealer, lol. Paul St. James, wasn't that the guy that took off all of his clothes and streaked in Mr. Brigard's class and he ran down the halls and then got suspended for it? I remember Paul St. James. He was hilarious. Hello, Catherine Lutinsky. Not to be confused with Mary Kay Letourneau. Oh my God! Don't get me started on that fat beast. His sister was in the DUI reports for Benton County last week. Did you see that? His sister was arrested for uh, intoxication and some other. There was a list of things she was arrested for. I don't know if it was his sister or his wife or whatever. But yeah, it was in the DUI reports last week in the Benton County's police reports. I always look at those every week just to see if I recognize somebody in those reports. I don't know if anybody else does it too, but it's just fun to look at those police reports to see who's a douche this week. Oh my God, Sterling Rose Cronin looks like a full blown retard these days. What happened to her? In high school she was like this porcelain princess, but when I saw her again like 10 years after high school, she got huge and she kind of looks crazy, like stupid crazy, not like just crazy crazy, but stupid crazy. Sahul Abdi, I recognize that name but I don't recall. Abdi, that sounds familiar. There was a girl that had big boobs. I don't think her name was Sahal though. There was a girl with big boobs. She was incredibly pale. She had black hair. I don't remember her name, but I think she was in your grade. Just working on getting my ham ready for the oven. Oh, nice. No, I don't think it was Nawal Abdi. I would recognize the name if you said it. I love ham. Ham is nice. How many Abdis were there? Hoden wasn't it either. I would totally recognize her name if I saw it. There was. I really think I think, and maybe Abdi isn't part of her name, but I think she had like three names. My mom is a full moon. I know a full moon in Tennessee as well, but that's none of my never mind, of course. My view of prom is if a person dating another person from another school or out of school, no school, should force you to go to prom with another person. What? Well, schools don't force people to go to proms anyways. I don't know any school that forces prom on anybody. That might be a whole galaxy we absolutely. I don't think there's any school that's charging $350 for prom. What planet are you on? Oh, the Fruit Loop planet. $350. Wow, that's I can't imagine any school doing that. Yours charged 350. That is so stupid. You could go take your date and have a private prom somewhere else. And if your date doesn't understand you will not spend $350, then she's not a date you should be taking. Our prom was not on campus, was at like a hotel ballroom thing. Gotcha. But still, that's stupid. I went to I went to I went to one of my proms. I still have my prom picture actually. Let's show off my prom picture. My prom picture is something I'm proud of. Ooh, I have a bigger one in that box. Let's show off. Let's see what Wheaties looked like when he was 17. Do I not have it anymore? I used to have a huge picture of it. It was a big ass picture of it. I guess I'm pretty sure I have the smaller picture somewhere. Let's see here. Where is it? Probably not in this book because this is just full of my. Oh, I found it. I found it. I think I found it. I found it. It wasn't in the spot I thought it was going to be in. My prom picture. That's right. We went to prom. This is his prom picture. This is when Wheaties was not fat. And then I was back in the for the class photo, holding up the soda back there. That was before they had 44-ounce sodas and 64-ounce sodas. Moist. You know what's funny? Yes, that's true. I did. At Jack in the Box, it was New Year's Eve of 2005. That is a true story, Paul. 100% true story. God damn it, C4T. Now I can't find it again. Just scroll back on the stream. You'll see it. Moist. I even have the write-up still for it. Let me find the write-up. I've got the write-up in here too. Let's see what the write-up. Ew, the write-up is so big that it was just popping out. Okay, let's read what the write-up said. And let's see if I can find that picture again real quick while I'm in here. Here it is. Here's that picture again, C4T. C4T. All right, now it's going back into the file. Okay, let's read what this write-up says. Discipline action record. My title was a team leader. On December 31st, you were observed on video allowing a guest to partially enter the restaurant through the drive-thru window on a graveyard shift. You were also observed inappropriately touching this guest. This is my best write-up in the world. Action taken. Both of these are violations of policy. Violations first, you compromised the security of the restaurant. Second, you opened the company to the possibility of a harassment claim. Plan to resolve the situation. Behavior of this nature will not be tolerated. Future actions of this nature will result at minimum demotion and include other discipline ranging from written warning to termination. This is my favorite write-up. And there are witnesses to this too. The store manager and another employee watched it on camera when they arrived to work that morning because I was bragging about it. And that's why I got written up, just because I was bragging about it. They saw it on the video, and of course. Oh, that is too funny. The writing is fading over time, but I am glad I still have it. No, I don't want to tell that story right now. I'm getting ready to get off of here because I need to go stream on another channel for a while. But anyways, I should not be around mayonnaise at Carl's Jr. That's all I gotta say. It was a messy situation, to say the very least. I got mayonnaise everywhere. Oh. Is there a Carl's Jr. movie? Moist. I seen a girl quit at Tim Hortons drive-thru and go out the window onto her boyfriend's truck in front of the rest of us in the drive-thru. It was crazy. LOL. Oh, Idiocracy. Got it. I haven't seen that movie. Probably won't. It. I just like to watch funny movies. Moist. Moist and crusty as hell. Man, that sour cream was gross at Jack in the Box, but it was worth every lick, let me tell you. Oh, that was fun. That was hilarious. My mom from Beavis and Butthead made it. I'm more of a South Park kind of guy. Oh, King of the Hill's nice too. I think Mike Judge is part of King of the Hill too, actually. Moist. Moist cobwebs. The new King of the Hill, got it. The new King of the Hill is good, actually. I like the new King of the Hill. I think they're coming out with another King of the Hill next year, or this year now, actually, sometime this year. It is a new year. It is a new year. Oh, I've been live a lot longer than I wanted to be. LOL. Well, if it that title of the movie doesn't sound like it would be funny. Let me go look at the poster for it. I just don't like the sound of that. The sound of the title. I definitely don't think I would like it. Let me look at the cast. Oh, I just don't think their faces are believable. Maya Rudolph can be funny, but sometimes she force acts. Yeah, I don't think I will watch that movie. The cast doesn't look too. I don't think I will watch that movie, but LOL. South Park people had movie too, basketball or something like that. Muff cabbage. South Park did a movie called Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. That was a hilarious movie. Especially the part where Cartman sings Kyle's mom's a stupid bitch. That was a great song. I love that is one of my favorite songs of all time is Kyle's mom's a bitch. She's the biggest bitch, she's the biggest bitch. Kyle's mom, she's the biggest bitch. Kyle's mom, she's a big, fat, stupid bitch. Great. Oh god, that song was great. Ugh. I gotta watch that scene today. Actually, that scene I need to rewatch. Oh man, South Park is priceless. They just got too political for me. I stopped watching a while ago because I just got tired of every episode being about the government. Uh, what do you mean basketball? Take care, Len Church. Enjoy your ham. I don't really pay attention to basketball much. It stars the great. It stars. I don't watch a lot of movies. Honestly, if it looks funny, I might watch it. But if it doesn't look funny, I definitely won't watch it. There's not a lot of non-funny movies I like. There may be. I don't even think there's 10 non-funny movies that I like. There might be 7 or 8 non-funny movies that I like. They create their own sports team. Basketball. Wait, isn't that called basketball? I heard about that movie, but it sounded stupid to me, so I didn't watch it. I think that one's called basketball. I think I know what you're talking about. I heard of it. Let me look. Let me Google search it. Google basketball. Oh, okay. Yes. No, I didn't watch that movie. Actually, that movie I should watch. That movie I should watch. I should watch that movie. Oh wait, you. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. I am a nutcase. Oh, it better not be another Timu ad. God damn it! I don't know how to block Timu from my phone. I need to block Timu. I don't know how to do that. Oh, my glasses need to stay on my face. LOL. Oh yes, it's 12:46. I need to log off of here and go on my other channel for a while. I need to create a couple videos. Well, I need to go live first and work on some art because I need to start a brand new 16-piece set for my frames. I can't believe I have to do another 16 set. You're welcome, Siberian. Good to see you. Maybe I'll catch you over at Dougie's later. You too. Oink oink. Bzz. Where is and there it is. That's true. It is good to see me. And great to see you too, Fruit Loops. It's always good hanging out with you in my streams.